Hello to all the Cosmo people. So, these are my lit up side skirts. And I thought the ballast was bad. And give me a second and I'll show you. Anyway, I couldn't find my ballast, but I ordered these. These are for Angel Eyes. This is pretty much the exact same thing to run it. This is the AliExpress. It's a blue, green. I tried to get as close to stock as I could. But in order to repair this, I'll move this out of the way. I'll show you what I've done so far. Put it in the oven at 200 degrees Fahrenheit, very slowly. And I took a set of tweezers and I slowly went around, starting on this corner here, and just slowly go around. And you can pry it. And then, as you can see, it has that same EL glow ribbon in there. And I'm going to replace that. I'll get rid of the factory Mazda plug because I am going to run probably not this ballast, but I have some individual ones, and I'm going to mount them above or under the side skirt outside the car, because I had a problem where they were in the car and when they went bad they would smoke, and I don't want that electrical nasty smell in my car again. So I'm going to put it underneath the car but higher up to where it's not going to get wet. They are sealed, so they should be good, but I'm going to try to pull this apart. I'll get you a little clip of how I can remove the ribbon that's in there. All right, here it is with the lens separated off of the back plate. We could just use the lens like it is. I'm not really sure what this mirror is for. It's kind of worn out. But then here's the factory. You can see that the Cosmo is engraved in there from the sun. But we're going to just replace that with this one. And honestly, I don't know what this is even for. Maybe to cut down on some of the brightness, because it might be too bright. But if it's too bright, I'm good with that. So we're going to pull this off. I'm going to try to put this on, and we're going to test it and see how bright it is, and then determine if we need that or not, because it looks brighter without it. Maybe that's just so that you don't see the light. Let's put it back up and see. It's starting to show its age. Yeah, I'm guessing that's just so it has that mirror look to it. So you don't see the lens behind it. It's pretty much like a one-way mirror. It's a two-way mirror. But either way, we'll get this off and see what we can do. All right, back on this. So I don't want to be cutting ends or anything like that off. So I open the hole up just a little bit, and she slides right through. And we did put the mirror in it. I'm about to go test it out, see how bright it is. Decide if I want it or not. All right, here we go. It's all back together. These are not glued. The backs is not glued to the front. Like I said, I had to open the hole a little bit to get the plug to go through because I didn't want to cut the plug. I'm going to seal that with some hot glue. And because the strips are a hair wider, I literally had to go with a very sharp pair of scissors. I'm going to show this, but it's going to be very hard to see if I can even pick it up with my fingers. I had to trim some of the plastics around. Like, don't go into the board or anything, but there's enough to trim just a little bit of this around. It'll snap right in. You can see this side is dead on perfect, and this side is raised just a little bit because the actual cord circuit comes through here instead of over here where the factory one is, so it don't want to go down all the way. That's fine. The clamps will hold it down, but I am going to put a little bit of hot glue on the corners, and then I'm going to hot glue to keep condensation out of there, which it's down in there. You can see, like, it's pretty tight in there. It's just I'd rather put some hot glue in there just to be safe. I didn't use the mirror because as you can see, the mirror has some weird discoloration already. And it was affecting how the light looks. So now it's got a white background, which I'm good with that. And then, like I said, I'm going to mount the ballast inside here. And then I snipped off the factory wiring plug. So I'll wire those 2 wires. Sorry. I'll wire those 2 wires in to this. Or not to this, I'm sorry. Off of this plug where it goes to the ballast, I'll wire the ballast power wires into the factory harness. That way you will not have to run any new wiring. The only thing is you'll have to jumper where the original harness is underneath the steering column. I may be able to get some of that. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look at it in a minute and see where we can go. But I'll get you a test video of what it looks like when it's done. Like I said, I'm just running off my drill, power and ground. And it's bright. I mean, you can see the light shining through the upper side of the side skirts. And they're lit up pretty good. This is